Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your guy, Darnell Tate, and I want to welcome you once again to the Conversation Podcast. I am so glad to have my co-host, Miss
Felicia Woods.
Felicia Woods. Oh, y'all, say that again.
Felicia Woods.
Felicia Woods. Y'all know I tease her every time the way she introduced herself because, she came a mighty long way.
I know. Don't you love how I turn stuff on and then turn it back off?
Yeah, you turned it off.
So I was just pissed off before we started recording and stuff, and face was toe up. But look at it now. Won't he do it?
Yeah, he did it. He did it. He definitely did. Because I was going to look, we can do this another time, and just chill out because anybody know my friend Felicia Woods, and those who are listening that know Felicia Woods know when she is
pissed.
Yeah. She said it for a minute and it ain't no coming out. It's like a burning piece of wood.
I'm trying to do like Mariah Carey said, I got to shake it off.
But it's definitely haven't been a good night, a good day rather. You've been seriously busy.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and take care of some stuff around the house and
it's a good thing to have the opportunity to be at home and to be at peace and to get some things done. And I just can't wait. As you know, I said in the last show, I think it was the last show, maybe it's just part of a phone conversation because we talk every day.
Yeah, we do.
And so I was, trying to clear my plate out a little more.
Yeah.
And the reason why I want to clear out my plate is because I'd rather do one thing right than fail at everything.
Yeah.
And that's where I am. So I can focus more on the most important things instead of trying to focus on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so this breakup is becoming hard because I'm making some decisions
that
is going to affect some other people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, it's going to be for the best of them as well as for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And we know what?
What?
This is part of our conversation.
Because if they about something, you're right.
Yeah.
You're moving on.
Yeah,
because just so I've been busy trying to get stuff together around the house and everything. As you know, I've had my tree up. This was the 5th year. I've had my tree up. Everybody like, you still got your tree up. But I had put the trip, I think, November 2021. And that's when I had gone through all that death and everything. Yeah. And I think, I was just stuck. Definitely stuck. But, you have to move on. And so I told RJ, I said, okay, I'm ready to take the tree down now.
Wow. But it's quite, and this is going to be part of our conversation at another show.
Future. Yeah.
Yeah.
About grief.
About grief.
Yeah.
Because during that time you had like back-to-back deaths. You had grandma.
First, it was my grandmother, May 12th, 2021. Then my brother, he passed away in May. And then lost my grandfather, November 1st, all in 2021.
Yeah, oh, that was a lot. Which, I have experienced that before. I don't know if you remember, like I had about 7 family members who died within like a year span, year and a half, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So I get it, but I think the difference between you and you was closer.
Yeah.
Some of these people I wasn't as close. I knew them. I was familiar with them. I loved them, but it wasn't to the point where my grieving process was. So it made a big difference.
Yeah.
It does. And to see right now, as y'all can see, we are in the studio room. The studio room in her home.
Right.
We're currently looking for a space that we can permanently set, our podcast, as well as my company that I own with Jonisha. We're trying to find a permanent spot, and hopefully,
It'll be soon.
Keeping the fingers crossed. So that's what we're doing. And so right now, this is our spot temporarily.
Yes.
And hopefully one day I can throw some utilities money towards you.
I'll see. That's why my bill's so high. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. It's all.
Look, when I come back in here and I have to set things back up, when I tell she unplugs everything,
And I mean everything.
Everything. She's trying to make sure nothing's sucking up any type of utilities, electric, cold air, wherever she is unplugging, but it's all good. I do appreciate her opening up her home. And I know it's probably for her is more convenient instead of traveling to.
It has been convenient. But I mean, like I said, we're friends. And that's what you do. You pull with each other.
And you definitely pull. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Just say I believe in your vision.
I believe in you.
In a different way. Yes, you can fly.
Yeah. That was the theme song for years.
Yeah, it was.
People doing mimes and inspirational dance at church with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Oh Lord. So you look like you try to move on to another career now. So when is your album dropping?
I am. That is not my forte. I remember.
Remixes tonight.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I remember I was at the club, and Felice, I can't dance. I can't dance, and so I was at the club, and I thought I was doing something, and one of my close friends, he said, "Ian, why you moving like you in the church choir somewhere?"
I was getting ready to say you be dancing in church.
I do be dancing in church. I dance in church. I
be getting out of breath watching your stuff. I'm like, he's light on his feet.
I dance.
All I can do is clap.
That's the only little rhythm that I do have. But as far as anything else, I have no type of none of that. And it's so funny because before I got to church for heavy, my mind go back to when I can't think of the name of this dance. But anyway, Tawana can do it. My god brother could do it.
Running Man.
That's the only dance I could do right. Was the Running Man?
You be running on Sundays, don't you?
maybe I got some practice back then. Maybe that's what happened. I got some practice back then.
I'm like, Dad, I be having them 15-minute shoes on. I can only do so much. Now at Monica's wedding, now I tried to do it. My feet would kill me, but I was on Jack Daniels, so it gave me some energy.
So Jack Daniels and Coke kind of
lifted me.
It lifted you.
I was lifted.
You were lifted, huh?
Like shout out to Jack and Coke.
They was there for you.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes. They were like grace and mercy that night.
But yeah. But overall, I'm happy. I walked in your house and your son just immediately first of all, I walked in, I thought he was you.
Really?
Yeah. So you know how I talk to you. I like, yo, what up, Bookie?
You like, please, you just slam down.
No, because I didn't see him. I just seen a figure.
It's your figure. Okay.
Yeah. So I like, what up, Bookie? And I have my little sexy voice on. How I do sometimes. Yeah. And so he came out. He said, "Hey." So I said, "Oh, I thought she was your mama. I'm sorry." He's like, "Oh, so you thought I was mama because she be wearing the boy clothes too. So you thought?"
Wow.
I said, "No, man, that's not what it is. I just seen her figure, and so I thought that whatever."
You started again in the background.
That's just my nephew. He is you in every way. So it's good. Like he pointed out to me that the tree was gone. It's so funny because it was weird. I noticed it, but didn't notice it. All I knew it was room. So y'all know I wear glasses, and so sometimes my glasses don't always be glassing.
I know it does.
So I walked down like, "What's this roomy? But why is it roomy?" Yeah. And so then it made sense. So
get some more space. I ain't gonna lie, I got dizzy last night when I was up here trying to take the tree down. When I walked in, like I said, I had been so used to the tree being there, it was like an extra lamp. But anyway, I walked RJ, he was like, "Mom, you need to put some pictures on the wall because we been having them stockings hanging up.
Well, you know what?
It's time. You come over here.
You know what? I just know that it is blank over there.
It is blank. Blank face. Yeah.
But so you took the tree down. Like, how does it feel for this change to happen?
You know what? It feels good. I've been been fixing little odds and ends around the house and everything. I'm trying to get back to that space. You know, I want to feel like it felt when I first moved in, when everything was just all right, you know. Yeah. So that's the direction I'm trying to head into, try to get back to me. What's finding happy, finding peace, you know. So that's why I'm here right now. Although my peace, you know, it's being interfered with, you know, here lately with my child, you know, but you know, that's another show.
That is definitely another show. It's part of
life, and that's moving on too, because we moved in a different space. Mm-hmm. Like in you know, our relationship and me raising him, he's not that little boy anymore, you know. So yeah.
But you know what? You know, I get it. I do get it, because you know, I raised mine. And so the weird part about it is, you know, sometimes the conversations that me and mine have, I'll be like, oh my God.
Oh Jesus. You know, what was it the other day when I took him to school, you know? I have to share this. So yeah.
Remember keep it PG.
Oh, it's gonna be PG.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what happened? You know how these kids out, you know, you tell them about little simple stuff, the glasses.
Yeah.
You know, so we head to school. I'm like, hey, where your glasses at? Well, he didn't have them on. I think somebody told him he looked good with them off or whatever. But anyway, you know, as parents, we try to make a believer in our children. We have to, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you what I did. Okay, so I told him, I said, well, maybe if I take your phone away from you, that'll give you the incentive to keep up with them glasses. He said, well, maybe I need some contacts. I said, if you can't keep up with glasses, then you're definitely not going to keep up with some contacts. So anyway, I said, let me see your phone, because we had a previous conversation. And I had said to him, I said, whenever I ask for that phone, hand it over to me. Well, I said, RJ, I said, let me see the phone. Moving slow. Didn't want to give it to me. So then he even act like it fell. I said, get it. So I was driving. I ain't gonna lie, I slammed on the brakes. I was on Highland, get ready to exit off on. No, I was on for 45 bypass, get ready to get on that ramp.
So
I slammed on them brakes.
So the leaf about to come out of it?
Yeah, I slammed on them brakes. I give it the phone. He said, it's down here. I was like, well, get it. I said, he was like, we could just wait till I get to school. So I got on Ashport Road. You know, it's cars in front of me. I said, well, get out. Mom, we got to get to school, and if we could just wait till I get to school. I said, well, you know what? Just leave it under that seat. And I told him, I said, well, you know what? If I look under this seat and I don't see this phone, I'm coming in the school, in the office, and I'm going to have you come up there and bring it to me. Well, I got out of the line, and I got over there in the parking space, a parking lot or whatever. I got out there, darn truck. You called. You can tell I was pissed off and irritated when you called. You can tell in my voice, because Mom had already called, you know, like she do in the morning, tell us, have a good day. And she says, you all right? I was like, Keith Sweat, because something just ain't right. Okay. So went over there. I'm looking for the phone. Didn't see it. I pulled up to the front of the school. He's like, well, just maybe you need to look again. I looked. I walked back to the truck because I already got to the sidewalk. I walked back. I didn't see it. So my face was just really toe up. When I got to school, I told him to page him and tell him to bring his phone with him. You should have seen him moving slow. But I will say this here. You know, as parents, we look through the phones and stuff. Yeah, he thought he was slick. He up here deleted every single picture that was in the gallery setting. So you already know. Parents are smarter. I found what I was looking for. And we'll leave it at that. That'll be another topic.
It's definitely weird. But that's the point about I can't say that about that. We're gonna move forward. You know, because KK said, she said, you always talk about me in your podcast.
So I was just upset.
But you know, like, I say this to say that in this. When I was talking to my babies, I said, y'all are the slowest bunch.
Yes, they are.
Like, I'm sitting here confused.
Yeah, I think they think because we older, we from a different generation, is certain things that we don't know.
So since you said that, RJ came to me today. He asked me about this particular hairstyle, right? So I'm like, no, I don't know what that is. Then once he described it, I said, so are you talking about people who get their dreads and they don't get it dreaded no more and just let it grow out? And I said, it looks nasty.
It does.
I said, so he was like, no, this is a brand new style. I said, RJ, I said, I grew up in Florida most of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, wearing dreads, twists, whatever they call it now, wigs, all that, that's nothing new. Like, seriously, because they was doing that when I was a kid. When I moved up here, a lot of things wasn't as styles because the rappers, or the mainstream people didn't make it popular. But once people who was popular started doing it, it's like the coolest thing ever. Yeah. But it's funny because they was already doing it where I came
from. Finger waves existed a long time.
Now they're coming back.
Yeah, then they started coming back when we was in school. Yeah. And now certain people started to wear finger waves now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to me. So I was like, he was like, no, this is a new thing. I said, RJ, it ain't new, bro. I promise you it ain't new. I said, this style is older than you and I both. Like, they just didn't call it that. You know what I'm saying?
The conversation is getting old.
Yeah. So, it's one of the things like, understanding. Like, and so when it's funny because I told my daughter we was talking. I said, y'all slow.
Yeah.
But it's funny because now she's about to be 25.
And now she's a mother now.
She's going to
get the experience that as her
she definitely is. But before she became a mother, she came to me and we was talking. She's like, yeah, I think that you didn't know what you were talking about. I said, I knew you did because I thought my parents didn't know what they were talking about.
Right.
To some degree. Yeah. And so she was like, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie, look at my generation. I'm like, oh, something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's like as years go by, the dumber they get.
I know.
Like, for real. And this is no shade, whatever. But I think it's because our society is not as invested as our parents and grandparents were because they come from nothing.
Yeah.
So they pushed us to be the better version of ourselves. So now we live in a society that everything is at our fingertips because we talked about that.
We're more privileged.
We're more privileged now.
Yeah.
And because we think we take privilege as being intelligent or better than, like how dare you think that because you have things at your fingertip that you're better than the next person? You feel me? And you can't even add 1 + 1.
Right.
You can't even spell cat or dog. And I'm saying that, but there's some people who can't spell cat or dog.
But they chase it.
Yeah. But I remember I told you about a situation where I went and did a visit and I asked a particular question and the person going to ask me, repeated me to me, what's that? A simple question.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here lost. Like, really? I'm sitting here like, no shade. I'm not the most intelligent person in the world and I don't know everything, but I don't mean no harm. Certain words we learned in 3rd grade. We learned how to spell importance.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what the word importance means.
Yeah.
Remember, like, we had to clap our hands to sound it out and get a rhythm and to get our diction and
some of us probably start clapping now.
Exactly. Like, for real. But
trying to sound syllables out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut. Cat.
Oh boy.
Shoot. It worked. It worked. But the tree represented, your trauma that you dealt with. 3.
Like it's gonna be like since 5 years. Yeah.
But you know what? I tell people like there's no time frame.
No, it's not. Everybody grieve differently. Some people choose to drink or smoke weed all the time or whatever, self-medicate when they're grieving, or to me, it kind of leads to depression because it all ties in together.
Yeah.
It really does, but like I said, I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to come out of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think your grandparents and your brother will love that.
Yeah.
Especially your grandparents.
Oh, yeah.
Shell, I need to move forward.
Yeah, I know. Now tell me it is.
The funny part about it is we're going to move forward with this conversation. I was going over... I found some things in the file that I didn't think was in that area. And you had sent me some things. And during that moment, I'm talking about I created that video for you all. And we did the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a voice note that you sent me that did not make it into the video. And I was like, I don't remember her sending me this, but you obviously had to send it to me.
Yeah.
It was a conversation. One was conversation with granddad. Another was conversation with your uncle. And it was so funny. He was like, I think it said something to the fact, Shell ain't answering the phone. It was like a whole about 30 seconds, and your auntie was in the background talking. I guess she had him to call you or whatever. Anyway, so I'm like, I don't remember. That would be really funny, like for real. Like we had it up in there, like Shell ain't answer the phone. He had that real New Jersey accent.
Yeah, he did. Well, Uncle Calvin.
Yeah. So, but moving is like it can be rather difficult.
It can be.
It can be very hard, whether it's relationships, whether it's employment, leaving churches, because you build these communities with people or these connections, and it's become hard to let it go. Like I don't do change too well.
Neither do I. I'm routine. You get used to a certain routine, and the slightest thing that's off about it just throws you off. It messes up your whole day. Yeah, for me. It does.
It don't take much for me to throw me off my rockers.
It don't.
I hate that. But it doesn't. And then I get so caught up in the moment and overwhelmed that I forgot about 8 different things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm more aware of that now than I once was. Yeah. But it's weird. But part of moving on, like sometimes is taking ownership of your mess.
It is.
Which is difficult.
It is difficult stuff because sometimes you feel sometimes at times you don't see where you were wrong, because like for me, my delivery when I talk to people. Okay, now in my mind, I'm like, okay, I already told you how I am, how I move. And I'm like, and especially if you've invested all this time with me, I've been knowing me for so many years or whatever, then you should already know what you're dealing with when it comes down to me. So I always say, well, my delivery is rough around the edges. I'm blunt. I'm straightforward, but I'll also say this here. To a certain extent, I get it because my background, I come from people that are straightforward, blunt, don't beat around the bush. You have to have a thick skin in dealing with them. Yeah. And that's how it is with me. Whoever deals with me, you have to have a thick skin, because I'm subject to say something that's going to hurt your feelings or whatever. And speaking, no, I didn't feel that I should have to change and be somebody else when that's just who I am. I don't mean no harm.
But you know something?
Yes.
People who are like that are the most sensitive people.
And that's true.
Y'all feelings are the easiest to get hurt.
It is.
But y'all like, I gotta keep it real. But then again, somebody keep it real with y'all be like, I can't believe you said that to me. You clutching your pearls and get mad. Yeah.
Because see, type person I am, sometimes when I get mad, I don't want to talk, or what they say, I don't want to rap. I don't want to talk. I disappear for a minute until I calm down.
And think about that thing.
I have to think about, because I call you up. And I'm up here running conversation by you and be like, so what do you think? If you and Monica, I'll call y'all. I'm like, okay, so what did I say anything wrong or whatever? Sometimes y'all may be like, well, you could have, worded it this way, or your delivery, or you were fine.
I had this thing, it says, and this is Bible, like you can draw more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you could be saying could actually be the truth, for real.
Yeah.
But the way you bring out that truth can make a difference.
And that's true, because I mean, what I guess what goes all over me is I can sit here and listen to whatever it is that you have to say to me, regardless whether I like it or not. Because like I said, I may take my time away and pull back and regroup. But my pet peeve is I don't like nobody hanging up in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'll sit there and I'll take whatever it is that you have to say. Okay, but when I sit there and come back, you want to hang up in my face, and I don't like that. I don't like it all, because like I feel like I can sit here and tell you something. Okay, you take it that I'm wrong, but your friends, somebody else, they sit there and say something. Oh, it makes sense, and I'm like, okay, I'm telling you the same thing. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. That goes all over me.
But it's funny though. It's really, really funny, because like my mama, we got into an argument the other day.
Mm.
And my mama said the same thing that you said. I can tell you this, and I ain't seem like that, but sometimes you just not aware of your delivery. So
I'm not aware of my delivery.
No. Sometimes you're not, because sometimes even like I've been friends with you for 30 years.
Yes,
and it's like, Felicia, what's wrong? Nothing. Felicia, are you okay? Darnell, I'm fine. You become like your words, you start putting diction behind your words. And so like, I'm like, Felicia, you don't sound like you're good. Are you good? Yes. So like, okay, that's just one example, right?
Mm.
But then when you get bothered and your nose flare up and you start breathing to the point where we can hear you breathe, and then you got to say, I'm gonna say it one more time. Their mouths get balled up, and even though you're not yelling, you're not cussing, like that tone is speaking in tongues. And it's very understood. We can interpret it like however. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like I had a conversation with my mom, and I said, look, Mom, I said, the way you saying stuff come across, disrespectful. I can't see it. But see, my mama is churchy, so she gonna say, I can't help the Lord and gave me a trumpet in my voice, and he told me to cry loud and spare not, and I'm not sparing nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like you think that you were being gentle. You ain't being gentle. But no, there are moments where that type of tone is required. Facts. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But then when you try to have a conversation to get understanding, trying to have a come to Jesus meeting, that's not time to be having that. I'm gonna we've been fight up in this type of tone.
When I'm sitting going through something, and then you want to bring some BS to me, and then I say something to you, you want to get upset about it or whatever. That's not my problem.
But I tell people this. I tell people, this is me. This is for real. And you are getting better at this.
I am. I really am.
I have to say this about you. You are getting better.
I wish other people saw that, but go ahead.
Because they don't know you from when to this point. Like I seen all your evolution moments. You feel me?
You have.
So at least you would say now compared to a long time ago. Like right now I just don't feel it. That's what you say now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you just let it rip. So now it's like, I don't feel like talking right now. I will call you back when I feel like talking.
Right.
Please don't text me. I'm tired. I need to get my rest. I have not slept since 12 midnight. I've been up the whole entire time. This is real. Y'all, this is real. This is real.
Okay.
Usually I kind of take what we do and kind of extend it to make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
But this is real. So this is her for real. And don't call me.
You like that tone.
I'm going to bed.
Right.
I need my rest. I will call you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't text me. I will text you. Next thing I know, I get a phone call. She is screaming to the
top of my lungs.
Top of her lungs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what don't happen? I told this. Y'all know the clap for me, right?
That mean I'm cussing now at this point.
She cussed. I'm like, wait, chill. And she be like, I said I didn't want to be bothered. I said I didn't want to talk. I said this.
Exactly. People need to take heed sometimes.
Like, and now we don't fell out to the argument. And
thank you.
It ain't my fault. I have to give you that credit.
Thank you. See there, when I just sat there forewarned you, and I was calm, one cussing or anything, but you wanted to disturb my peace.
But I had to give it. I had to shout out to your growth. I had to shout.
I am growing.
Yeah. And I'm surprised because you're a person of you're a person of habit. Yeah,
I am a person of habit.
Yeah, I am. If you so used to leaving this way from your house and always busting at love.
Yep.
And I was like, Felicia, won't you make it right? Because you make it right, you end up here.
I started making it right too.
Yeah, you start making it right. But I just found a new way. This is so sad. I did not know you can get to
William Chapel.
Yeah, from here.
Oh yeah, you can go that way.
Yeah, I just found that out. I didn't go that way, but I seen the church because usually,
you see it when you come out this way. You can see it. I don't know which way you came.
Yeah, I came. I used the way, the old way.
Yeah.
But I seen it. I guess because all the corners down and the lights on over there, and I was like, "Oh, snap! William Chapel." You can see it, like you can see it.
Yeah, off the road, you can.
Yeah, I thought it was like far off in the distance. Yeah, it's not. It's right there. But yeah, shout out to your growth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I said, as long as you recognize, that's all that matters. Like I said, you need to tell other folks. Y'all need to sit down and have a come to Jesus moment.
They ain't none of my business.
I'm making it your business.
They ain't none of my business.
We're friends.
But, moving. that brings me back to some stories.
I know. You was being a therapist and everything.
I won't even talk about that part right there.
But I am. You were being a therapist.
I'm talking about. Let me tell y'all something me and Felicia used to do. We used to put each other in one another's business.
Yeah, we would. We still do. We still do. That ain't changed.
No, they ain't changed.
Used to. We still do.
And what we would do, we would use each other to have. I can't say it the way I want to say it. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, but do because I think you're finna talk too much.
I'm about to be you, wasn't I?
You better be like, Don't look to go all the way in the room. Come on back.
Look,
you about to go through that door and sit down.
The spirit of Felicia Michelle was about to overtake
your body.
It showed it.
That's a good spirit to have.
I had to think about that thing. Like,
let it use you.
No, let's stay over there.
Sometimes you need your spirit to get inside your body one time for the one time.
I don't know about that.
No, for real. You set some folks out and stuff and you'll feel so much better.
But since we talking about moving on, like taking ownership of, of things that you don't. I think I'm still going through that phase in my life because I got to admit, like, I don't did some dirt in my life. I've hurt people.
Yeah.
I've disrespected people. I've talked stupid to people. Have talked down to folk.
Yeah.
Like, real deal. I did that.
Yeah.
Like, one situation, you talk about all the time, the person is deceased now.
Yeah.
And how I handled that situation. And I was like, I owned it. Like, I did that. And sometimes I feel like if I did not handle the situation like that, I blame myself, but you can't blame yourself for somebody else's decision making.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but what I have done in my lifetime is people that I know I have done wrong to, I have gone back to them and apologized.
I have.
I've done that. It was not about trying to rekindle anything, but just to move on. Because, and not to say that I necessarily care about what a person think about me or anything like that, but there's been certain people in my life that maybe they made a mark in my life that are maybe I actually did care about them, and I've gone back, with the exception of one I didn't care about, but it was the way I dogged them out or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? In Memphis, you remember the club scene? We talked about this story about the club.
That's a lot of club scene stories.
Well,
they go silver teeth. They go silver teeth. They go.
When we tag team, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't care about that person, but I did apologize. Because I was very ugly to that person.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna say they didn't deserve, but certain things they did deserve, but not that. You see what I'm saying? Because that was effed up. What was done, and but I was a woman, and I came back. I think it might have been some years later or whatever. I called and apologized for that.
Yeah,
But anybody else that get an apology from me or whatever, just know I really care about you. Really cared about you. I had some type of love for you.
Yeah. For me, it's because I have a big heart. Number one, like I can look outside of myself and I can understand the damage that I've caused. So it's never about trying to rekindle something, because I have matured enough to realize because you apologize does not mean you can be that person's best friend again or their friend period but it's like I want that person to heal. They deserve to heal.
Yeah.
And they deserve to hear from the person that caused them pain.
Exactly.
To start the healing process for them, because they was the one who initiated the hurt, right?
Yeah.
So, I prayed about it. Like I literally talked to God about it. I said, like, I realized that I hurt Felicia. Using for example.
I know using for example, yeah.
And so, God, I'm asking for this opportunity, whenever it arises, that you give me the strength to look that person in the eye and say, hey, I was wrong. And there are a couple of people that God have allowed our paths to cross and allowed me to apologize to them, whether they accept it or not. At least they can say that I was man enough to say, hey, I was wrong. And there's some more people that, I'm praying to God about, You
got a long list, don't you?
It's not so much.
No, I'm just playing.
There is a list. There is a list. But, it's weird because, like, no, it's cool. There is a list.
I know it is.
It's a list. Because, I had to be man enough to take responsibility. And just like you said about Memphis, there's some things that person deserved, but they didn't deserve that, right? There's some situation I could say, well, if he, she, them, they didn't do
right
X, Y, and Z,
then you wouldn't have done what you did. I
wouldn't have done what I did. But being the most caring person, the most, I don't want to, I'm going to say the word, the bigger person in the picture would be, you didn't have to respond to anything.
Exactly.
You chose. And once you chose, that baby became yours.
Yeah. That's true.
So, I chose to have that baby. And so I have to be the one who say, hey, I'm going to raise it and take responsibility for it.
Exactly.
So that's what I did. So I'm apologizing. But this is what I was going to say. Hurt people.
Yeah. We often say that, different podcasts that comes up.
Yeah.
And that's true.
Yeah.
That really is true. I know recently, I had a heart-to-heart with a person.
That was a big gulp. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was. No, but like I said, I think we had a conversation, and I did own what I had done, and they said thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess they really need to hear that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say necessarily change different things or the circumstances or whatever, but in being in that situation, when I had time to myself, I had no point but to just realize a few things, or realize, well, maybe I could have moved a little differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes we tend to get in our feelings, because when I get in my feelings, that's when I cut up something terrible. We being honest about it.
Yep.
When I get in my feelings, at that point, I'm hurt. I'm like a little toddler. I cut up at that point. I don't care. I was saying whatever comes to mind to say. I don't care how you receive it. It is what it is, because I'm the victim, which I was the victim. But anyway, but for real, I do cut up. I do, and but once I calm down and think about stuff, or may get a text message that I really hurt that person, because I was told I heard them several times. I'm like, Lord Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And I really think I'm a good person. My mom always, joke with me whenever I say I'm a good person. She said, yeah, you and your daddy both some good people. No, because that's what he always say. He's a good person. So I'm my father's child. No, for real. Yeah,
I think in order to a good person would take full responsibility.
And
it's never a blame. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah, I know.
It's never a blame. Like, well, it's not a narcissistic.
Yeah.
Perspective. Good people know how to stand out of themselves.
Yeah.
And look at themselves. It's like, ooh, that was messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, geez, I think about some stuff that I don't say in my lifetime, and it's like, Jesus.
It's cold.
But for that reason, that's the reason why, like, my friend asked me, so why are you so forgiving? Why are you, so understanding? Like, if you ever can stand outside of yourself and really see yourself,
yeah,
you can understand everybody else around you. Like, man.
Yeah, because, and like this, sometimes you see yourself in other people.
You do.
Yeah, for real though, because like I said, when it came down to me, when I was involved with his father, he was like a mirror for me, because the things that people that complained about with me, I saw in him, and I was like, oh, this is getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh God. So this is what it was they was talking about. So it's a thing, it can go either or. Either you could see somebody that's a reflection of you.
Oh, it's ugly. I'm a serious person, right? And I'm more relaxed than I used to be.
Yeah.
So I remember I met an individual, and God, I was like, man, what I'm talking about fine was fine, but was so serious about everything. You feel me?
Right.
Like serious. And so there was a whole bunch of fussing.
Yeah.
And so literal, analytical, and it was like, man, the sky is blue and it's real pretty today.
Yeah.
And be like, well, the sky's not actually blue. That's a reflection of different light. I'm like,
yeah.
And so then, so it hit me one day, like,
you got a glimpse of yourself in that person.
Yeah. And so that's when I started like making the change. Like, okay, just because science,
yeah,
it doesn't help build relationships.
No, it doesn't.
There's nothing about gravity that's going to help you feel loved.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not about how you present that science, isn't it, Darnell?
It's about how you present it.
Present the science, your delivery of the science, right?
It's about the delivery. Yeah. But sometimes at that point in my life, I wanted to relax because so much had happened.
Yeah.
And I needed, somebody that can make me laugh and all those things. And
somebody other than me. I understand. I get it. Look, we right here.
I can't date my best friend like that.
Well, not starts to be messy.
Well, there was a time.
But we need that. We were together.
We were. Yeah, we were. We were together. I was at 94.7.
Somebody said, I knew it. I knew I told you something was going on.
That's when we both thought we were fat, but we wasn't fat.
We was, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I was like 145, 150.
Like saying that compared to now.
we gonna talk about it now.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it alone.
We know what big is now.
Look, I'm upset. I was like a crackhead the other day because I had been drinking that Rise coffee, mushroom coffee.
Yeah.
And I had ordered me a package. It didn't come. I was like, wait a minute. No, it didn't. I had to cancel my order, and I was hoping Brandy was going to show up at the front door, and I was going to step my money back. I made test wise again, so man, I've been going to look McDonald's getting frappes and stuff. My mom was like, "You think you have withdrawals?"
Since we talking about withdrawals,
drinking it twice a day, and I'm like, I'm nerved up.
So I have a habit. I don't care if I'm running late for work.
You go to McDonald's.
It give me a cup of coffee.
You sure do.
2 shots of espresso.
You stop in Browns with exit 56.
Yeah, sure do. Faithfully every day.
Yes.
But you know what? I got my coffee like basically free. Only reason why I had to pay is because I added like extra espresso and stuff, and so I had to pay for that. But basically,
you was using that on McDonald's app, wasn't you?
Yep, them points.
I know that's right. That's like with my frappe. Call a frappe.
I often use these points. But you know, moving forward, you know, like when people talk about moving forward, they always talk about leaving some trashy thing behind. But what if you the trashy one?
I would never own it.
I own it. I literally own my trashiness.
You was trashy.
At one point in time, I was.
I'm always calling folks trash, so I refuse to own the trash over here.
I owned what I did.
Yeah,
how I acted, how I responded.
How I sound the S out.
Yeah.
Yes,
I owned it, and I do own it. And I continue, and I will openly talk about it because sometimes, you know, we have to move on from us being the monsters. We were monsters at some time.
I have been a monster before, and I dated supposed to look like some monsters.
So have I. There's people in my past that look like them creatures from Monster Inc.
You know what to say, and that's being nice.
That's being real nice. Shoot. I remember my play big sister. I was like somebody. She said,
"Oh Jesus."
Oh, she gonna hear this. She probably gonna give me a phone call.
That you took me to see. You remember over there in Trenton back in the day when I was driving a Corolla?
No. I kept telling you that's not who I was going to see.
I'm sorry. That stuff looked like a gremlin.
It did.
The female gremlin.
It did, but that's not who. That's not who I was going to see. I was catfish.
You sure was.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
I was. No, for real. Because it came out, I was like, "What the?"
When they came out, me and RJ say, "What is this? What is this?"
That's exactly what we were saying when we were sitting in your Corolla.
Yes. But I was just laughing. That was funny.
We're going to talk about this when the camera start rolling. But I forgot what I was going to say. Shoot.
I threw you off.
You threw me off. You threw me completely off. Dude, I literally forgot what I was. Literally. Literally.
What about a relationship or something?
No, I forgot. Oh, yeah, my play big sister.
Yeah, your big sister.
Yeah, so she's like, I don't know what you see in that person. I said, what do you mean? Said, it's like a baby monkey. That's so... I decided to go through Facebook a couple months ago.
Oh, my.
And I got to scrolling and found some pictures from back in the day. And I said, dang, she was right. I'm for real. Like, what was I thinking?
I know. Cause
okay, so we're not facially shaming nobody.
No, we're not.
Not doing it at all.
Don't take it that way.
No, don't take it that way. We just talking about our own personal
only a face the mother could love.
That's true. Somebody may think I'm not attractive, but that's fine because somebody find a whoever it is.
Everybody has a type. And you don't always have to be everybody's type, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
Everybody like what they like. Some people like pancakes and waffles. I just like cakes.
we know you do. Them yams.
I call my own self up right there.
You sure did get caught up.
I call my own self up. Well, now y'all know. Now y'all know.
Bless. Darnell.
Yes.
What is this? What is this?
I just told y'all what it was.
Okay.
But moving on, realize that you're the monster or you have been the bad person. A lot of us not victims. Sometimes we were the perpetrator in a lot of situations.
But I'm gonna always play victim for real.
I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, you do. You be honest. You be. I think that's a female thing. I really do.
Yeah, I think so too because people don't want to own it.
No.
Every time you turn around, you up here doing something wrong, feelings done got hurt and everything.
No, yeah. You don't pour bleach on his clothes.
Yeah.
And you get mad because he fussing at you about you. Well, it's your fault. If you would have said good morning, what you mean I did say good morning? Well, I ain't like the way you said it. You slash your tires.
Slash your tires, right? Lipstick, on the darn window of the car and all that mess is busted out windows.
I heard I call it real life because there was a commercial like this where this woman had busted out this man's car because she thought he was cheating, right? Her husband. And then she ended up busting out.
That's how you got blocked in, wasn't it?
And slapped.
Blocked in and slapped.
And slapped.
Oh, baby.
Since that time, I try to look for multiple spaces.
I know you do. Don't never go nowhere where it's one way in, one way out.
No. I do not do that. But this literally happened where this person went, and did some damage to somebody else's vehicle. They thought it was come find out with somebody else. Because they assumed it was a female.
Yeah.
Because they assumed something was going down. It wasn't going down. It damaged somebody else's vehicle.
It's like that commercial. I forget what commercial was. That woman. I think
that collision car commercial. Yeah.
He cheated. She up and start busting the windows out of the vehicle, and then he pulled up. They'll be so messed up.
I'm just saying. I know. I heard of a story that actually happened.
Yeah.
But moving on, get back to what I said, is you being honest about, what you did. And I've learned that at the end, it blesses you.
It does, because I've been blessed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
taking accountability.
Yeah, taking accountability blesses
something
you.
That I definitely try to do. Like I said, I'm still set in my ways. But, from time to time, I will take accountability for my own actions.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
I will. I don't have a problem saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And definitely meaning it, because I ain't too quick to say that if I don't mean it. Unless I just want to shut up, and smooth it over with. You know what I'm saying?
No, majority of the time when you do apologize, you
coming from the heart.
Yeah. But I just had this situation where this gentleman that I said some real horrible things to. Well, at the time, I didn't think it was horrible. I thought I was speaking my truth. I thought I was being real, And so when, you're driving around all day, going from one spot to another.
Yeah.
Your conversations replay of your head.
Yeah.
You think about your tone, their tone. And so driving home one day, I called dude up. I said, "Yo, man, are you busy?" And he was like, nah, I'm good. He's like, I said, "Can we talk?" He's like, "Sure." I said, "Do you remember we had this conversation about X, Y, and Z?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Man," and I said, "I was completely out of line." I heard him take a deep breath. He's like, yo, where this coming from? I'm like, what you mean where it's coming from? He's like, seriously, this is a joke or whatever? I said, nah, bro, I'm really calling you to say I was out of line and I'm asking for your forgiveness. And he took another deep breath. He said, this one, he had this conversation. He's like, most men don't like to apologize. We just like, we just move on like nothing ever happened. And I say, no, I'm not that type of dude. I said, I take ownership, what I did. I try to be accountable for what I said and my actions. If I become aware of it, I'm going to address it. And so, man, he's like, you just don't know what the apology did for me.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I didn't apologize, for you to say that to me. I apologize because I knew I was foul.
Yeah.
And I want to say I'm sorry. And so, like, now we're not tight, but it start building a better connection. Now we can converse without, tension being in place. We can text each other, hey, what's up? How you doing, bro? Everything good? Everything good? And move forward. All because of an apology. Yeah. Because I owned that I was the monster in that situation. And I know that's a strong word.
It is.
But the only way you can move forward is being accountable for your actions.
Yeah.
And stop playing the victim, Felicia. You can't play the victim if you want healing to take place, or you want change to happen.
I'm a victim that's healing.
She said she's a victim.
I'm a victim that's healing right now. But we're going to get there.
Oh, definitely.
We're going to get there. Definitely it's the process.
Now, me talking like this, I want y'all to think that I'm climbing every mountain because it's not, because there's some other, it's different areas of your life. There's some valleys.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah, because
you've been down in the valley too, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. And when I see certain people, I get mad all over again.
You and me both.
Be like, Felicia.
I got triggered last night.
Felicia.
Yeah.
I hate hearing certain names. I'm being honest. I know hate is a strong word. Until I get past that. That's my valley.
It's what it is.
That's my valley. You know what I'm saying? So until I get past that valley,
I'm trying to go find an alternative route.
But we do that since you said that. Yeah. We try to find alternative.
We do.
I really do.
I think we didn't even try to make them.
I did. I did. I go to Lashley and Humboldt City. You think you got a boring things I can bore through this mountain, so I ain't got to go through this. It's like straight through, build a tunnel.
Sometimes you find yourself driving, and you see something that looks like a street, but it's not
a dead end.
It's a dead end.
Yeah,
and we run across a lot of dead ends.
Yep. Definitely
we do.
So. Yep, that's true. That's another subject for another time.
You like that, don't you?
I did. Part of me want to do what I normally do, but I'm trying to get away from that. you know what?
Go ahead.
I ain't even do that.
Like, need to egg you on?
No, because RJ already be copying me. Talking about Uncle Darnell be like, oh!
do it.
I had to make that sound.
I like when you do. I told you it's a last to keep it because I love when you do that.
Like Uncle John, I be talking like, you know what I'm saying? Because and this is that and that and this, and be like, oh.
That's what you be sounding like, Darnell. My back hurt. I'm trying to the right is killing me, but go ahead.
Look, y'all. I'm
speaking my truth.
You definitely speak your truth. So we have a monitor in front of us, so we can see how everything is looking. So I told
myself, I said SpongeBob them like they in 3D right now.
I told her, I said, at least you got breasts to make your stomach look like it's smaller.
Need to hold them up.
Got something to hold the shirt up.
Oh God.
You know what I love about you?
What?
And I love about us?
What?
We can have tight, stressful moments, but when it's time to pull through what we need to pull through,
we do it.
We make it happen.
Yes, we do.
I love that.
I love it too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's my secret girlfriend. Don't tell nobody though.
What is that? My man, my man, my man.
It's a song back in the 80s that I love. I still love this song.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought my ringer was on. My ringer's on. Secret lovers. I gotta make it sound real bad, y'all.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite songs. Now, we ain't secret lovers, but we definitely the best of friends.
We are.
Yeah. It's definitely all good. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the conversation. We will see you next week at the same time. And RJ.
We hope you guys have a great week.
Yes.
Be blessed. Love one another. And until next time, right?
Yep. Peace and out.